Brindley Fouts and Jocelyn Davis are starters so far tonight. Kaiten Barb will be our third starter. Bridget Moore back in the starting lineup tonight. And Avery Hodovy is our final starter for the night. Welcome to the launch pad here at Rose Hill High School in our gymnasium for Rose Hill basketball. It'll be a Rose Hill Rockets versus the Wellington Crusaders for the first of two games tonight. First game will have the varsity girls team versus the varsity girls team from Wellington. Rockets are looking to get back into the win column. Having Bridget Moore back in the lineup last game was definitely a benefit to them, gives them some outside perimeter shooting. We'll see if she can continue that tonight. It is a tough task for the Rockets tonight. They're playing what is understood to be the number one team in 4A in the state in the Wellington Crusaders. They are undefeated on the year. And with the exception of one game versus Cheney, they have layeth the smacketh down on all of their opponents. Heartily, they can shoot from the perimeter. They can rebound on the inside. They've got length and shooting. It's a deadly combination. So the Rockets are definitely going to have their work cut out for them. Our second game tonight will be the varsity boys versus the varsity boys of Wellington, that are not faring as well as their counterparts are the rest of the year. The varsity boys for Wellington have one win on the season. The Rocket boys are 3-3 on the year, so might be a tale of two games tonight. We'll see how they do. Things to watch for the Rockets: they tend to start every quarter very well, and then with about 2 minutes left in each quarter, they've been having a hard time with turnovers, panicking maybe just a little bit. But here we are. We're about 7.5 minutes left in the quarter, and it's tied at 0. Ball inbounded. Bridget for three. And Bridget's got it. And just like that, Rose Hill is up 3-0. With about 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Be sure and come out to the gymnasium tonight. We have constant upgrades going on at the school. Brand new floor in the concessions area. First free throw no good for Wellington. Second one is good. Anyways, coming out tonight, concession stand is upgraded from last year. Got all kinds of goodies for you tonight. Bridget looks like she's going to be our point guard for tonight. Crossover to Brindley. Brindley trying to go down low, and this is going to be a danger for the Rockets. The Wellington Crusaders get a lot of turnovers. They have a very suffocating defense. So the Rockets have got to take care of the ball tonight, or they're going to have a long, long night. Avery drives, gets blocked and fouled, so Avery's going to go to the line. Both teams have one foul now. Different starting lineup than what we've seen for the Rockets even over the first semester. Got Avery in it starting. I believe she started at least one other time, but with Bridget also starting, and then Jocelyn is a new starter for the Rockets. So trying a different combination. Avery sinks the second. And the Rockets are up 4-1 on the Crusaders. Crusaders haven't really had a chance to put any offense in motion yet. The beginning of the game has not been the cleanest for either team, so we'll see what they can do. Long three, no good. Just a look at their stats on Max Preps and other websites. It looks like the Crusaders can shoot pretty well, and they will have a lot of turnovers tonight, a lot of takeaways. So we'll see how they do. Nice pass to the interior. Crusaders thought they had a steal, and the ball's going on the floor. Forgive our audio problems. We are back with the game. Crusaders up 5-4. And driving to the interior, no good. Crusaders back with the rebound, trying to put the ball back up. They're going to call a tie-up, possession to Rockets. So the Rockets' scoring has come off a three from Bridget and a free throw from Avery. And a timeout called by Wellington. We have our first cheer off of the evening. And got to go Advantage Rockets. I'm biased. But good job to the cheerleaders for taking over the cheer off. Wellington called the timeout. I would imagine it's to regroup the team and make sure they're all on the same page. Rockets have 2 team fouls so far this quarter. Crusaders only have 1. Crusaders up 5-4. We have just under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Neither team has really got a rhythm going. And honestly, that probably plays better to the advantage of the Rockets than it does to the Crusaders. Because the Crusaders, once they get a rhythm going, I bet they're pretty dangerous to deal with. Inbound for the Rockets, Kate and Barb. Kaylee Davis is in the game. Shot by Jocelyn, no good. Rebound by Caton. Sends it to Avery. Avery is fouled to be on the floor. Hope everybody had a good Christmas break, Hanukkah break, Kwanzaa break, whatever you celebrated. Recovered from New Year's. Caton inbounds it to Avery. Avery picked up her dribble way too soon, and she couldn't find anybody to get open. And they're going to give possession to the Crusaders. Not a clean quarter of basketball for either team, really. Crusaders up 5-4. We're about halfway through the quarter. You want to come on out tonight? Still plenty of time to get here for the ladies' game, and then the guys will play 7:30-ish, depending on how long this game lasts. Also, it's band alumni night. They're welcoming back as many alumni of the pet band as want to be here, under the leadership of student drum major Claire Crosby. So encourage, if you were listening and you haven't picked up that trumpet for a few years, come on out tonight. You don't even have to really blow the trumpet. Just stand there and, I don't know what they call it if you're lip syncing a trumpet, but you get the general idea. You can say, even if you haven't played an instrument, show up and tell them you had, and just stand there with the saxophone in your hands, and we will celebrate you for the poser that you are. Crusaders back down, and they've got it. Stats don't really tell us on the websites how much are fast break points. But the Crusaders look like a very, very sharp passing team. So in transition, I got to believe they're going to be difficult to deal with. Josie Palmer in the game. Picked up her dribble in the post and shut down Jocelyn trying to get the ball up and get suffocated. In transition, here come the Crusaders. And in for an easy two. Puts them up 9-4. And Coach T. Allen is going to call a timeout. Trying to cauterize the bleeding before it gets too much worse. I will tell you, if you go to the websites and look at the records and stats, the Wellington team on paper looks like it is going to be very, very difficult for any team to deal with. But when you have the Rockets who are bringing back Bridget, who's played one game, coming back from injury, and coaches looks like he's going with a brand new lineup. And I don't see if Addie Rockley is on the bench tonight for the Rockets or not. She has been a starting center for the Rockets, so we'll see. Coming out of the timeout, Caton inbounds to Brindley. Also on the floor still is Jocelyn, Josie, and Kaylee. And Brindley picked up her dribble way too soon again. That's been several times their Rockets have picked up the dribble, but nobody has been in motion to get the ball to them. Avery's coming in for Jocelyn. Ball inbounds to Avery. Avery's defender fell backwards. She had a little bit of an opportunity. Kaylee Davis with the rebound and put back. Nicely done by the Rockets. Nine to 6 Rockets. Doing a good job hanging with a very tough team. Caton called for it. Avery saw her. And Caton was just a little bit too far underneath the backboard, but a good look. Crusaders going for a three. Have not got it yet. Brindley bringing the ball down, just could not get a handle on it and paid the price for it at the end. Wellington will inbounds right in front of their bench. Anyway, come on out tonight, see some band alumni. Good atmosphere. Of course, ice cream is always available. I believe they got the walking tacos, and don't forget to ask for the frozen pickle puck. Yes, that's a thing. I've been asked several times if I made it up. I did not. And if you want, ask for a cup, and you can make a pucker up. That's where you take a bottle of your favorite soda and drop a couple of pickle pucks in it, creating a brand new drink sensation, unique only to Rose Hill, Kansas. Crusaders up 11-6. About a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Crusader point guard gets called for a travel. She's communicating with her team. I don't think she saw anybody in motion the way she'd been hoping. Hannah Reeves in the game. Bridget's back in the game. Bridget passes down low to Kaylee and loses control, gets to Jocelyn, swings it out to Bridget, and Bridget takes the three and does not get it. And nobody will be offended tonight if Bridget can get hot on that three-point line. Trying to find space open. Josie with the move on the inside. I don't think Kaylee was aware of it. A pretty good pass. Crusaders in transition, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on Bridget. Bridget thought she was set. That'll put Rose Hill at 3 team fouls with under a minute left, so really not too consequential yet for the bonus. First shot no good for Wellington. Wellington in the red uniforms moving right to left. Rockets in white moving left to right. Second shot is good. 12-6 Wellington. Just the way it was drawn up. The give and go. Exactly how Coach T. Allen had it, but Crusaders respond almost immediately. But it doesn't really forfeit what the Rockets did. They just didn't get back on defense quick enough. Hannah's trying to find somebody. Finally gets it to Jocelyn. And they're about to run out at 10 seconds there. Nobody open for Jocelyn. And Crusaders push the ball and pressure, and they're going to get to the line with that foul. Rockets now at 4 fouls. 5th foul is going to put them in the is going to put Wellington in the bonus. First free throw no good for Wellington. Second shot no good. Nice rebound by Kaylee, but there is nobody to pass to. And Taryn finally finds somebody to pass to, but the Rockets are really struggling with this full court press. Hannah breaks it on with the dribble. Drives. Oh no. Offensive foul called. And aside from moving all over the place, she was perfectly still. Not my favorite call. And I think Jocelyn made a good choice. Hold the ball. Instead of rushing a prayer, let's get it done. And that's going to put the Rockets down 8-14 at the end of one quarter. Time for the mid-quarter cheer-off. Who will win, the Rose Hill Cheerleaders or Wellington? Both got a stunt going. Rose Hill with 2 stunts. Take that, Wellington. 2 stunts in the air. You can't stop the cheerleaders. You can only hope to contain them. And Rose Hill's going to go into the second quarter here down by 6 to the Wellington Crusaders. They have to be a little bit happy with that. Crusaders are undefeated on the year, and they have massacred every team they've played with the exception of one, Cheney. So, Crusader ball. Rosehill gets it. Rosehill retain possession. Ball went out of bounds off the Crusaders. And I really believe this, and hope springs eternal. I think if the Rockets could find a way to slow down the game in their mind, not rush it, and not give up turnovers, I think they'd find they're in a better position than they think they are. Taryn's going to inbound it for the Rockets. On the floor is Taryn, Kaylee, Jocelyn, Avery, and Josie. And Taryn gets called for 5 seconds. So Crusaders are going to inbounds it with 7.5 minutes left. And this full court pressure the Crusaders have put on the Rockets have really stifled them. The Rockets have not exhibited a lot of great passing in breaking this press. And the Crusaders are going for the layup and get fouled in the process, so they're going to get 2 shots. Josie gets called for her first one of the night. Rockets break the press. Michaela Johnson's in the game. She called for the ball, and Avery got it to her, but the Wellington defense crowded in on it. Michaela is capable of shooting the 3 as well. Oh, it's an ugly sight here with the band, ladies and gentlemen. The veterans are fighting with the current students, lobbying for position. Trumpets being thrown at each other. Drumstick battle taking place. I won't even tell you what the trombone guys are doing. They're just destroying each other. Alumni night for the band. You just never know what's going to happen. I think they should have true drum kits because I know for a fact they got a second drum kit delivered to the school today. So we have 2 drum kits, and we should have a dueling drum set. That's just my personal opinion. But I also think most soccer games would be more fun with 2 balls played at the same time. All right, 19-8. Both teams with 1 team foul. Rockets are having a little bit difficulty with inbounds and breaking the press. They're not leading on their passes maybe as sharply as Coach T. Allen would like them to. Maybe passing to where they are rather than where they want them to be. Caden's got the ball at the top of the key. 2 seconds left. Michaela went for it, could not get the ball. Was not in a great position to shoot it. 19-8 Wellington. Crusader missing a three. But the follow-up rebound, they get it. It's 21-8. And the Rockets, who were down by 6 at one point, have not scored this quarter and are quickly finding themselves on the receiving end of a very fast-paced Crusader offense that seems to be built and predicated on attack and shoot. No good. Jocelyn with the rebound, but Rockets unable to handle the ball afterward. Coach is going to bring Kaylee Davis back in. Another missed shot for the Crusaders. And finally a steal. Avery's got it. And she's driving, passes it, little give and go. And nice teamwork by Brinley and Avery. Unselfish play, but again, no Rocket defense to complement it. 23-10 Crusaders. Be sure and join us for our second game tonight, which will be on a separate broadcast. So if you're watching right now and you just plan on keeping on this broadcast, you're going to need to watch the guys on a separate one, which we will start shortly after the ladies are done with their game. We do that for a couple reasons. One, that way both teams can go back and watch whatever they want to watch. And I know we have families that are watching, grandmas and grandpas that are watching. We're trying to make it as easy for everybody to find the game they want. So 23-10. Brinley's got the ball right at half court. Passes, and there's nobody to get it. And Wellington's going to inbounds. Again, that full court Wellington press was pretty devastating for the Rockets. Wellington inbounds, cross-court pass. They've got it out for the three. This would be the first of the game, and it's good. 26-10, Wellington. Brinley's pass, I'm not sure. I think she thought one of her players was in motion toward the corner, and it just did not happen. Nice ball movement by the Crusaders. And the Rockets are really not defending the three, and I don't blame them. Wellington's only been able to produce 1 3 so far in this game. So Rockets are trying to protect the interior, but in doing that, they're giving up a lot of perimeter passing, which is giving Wellington a chance to kind of work the ball around at will. Kaylee is fouled. Rockets inbound underneath their own basket. Rockets have only scrapped together 2 points this quarter. They were down 14-8 going into this quarter and have not been able to muster any points. Hannah Reeves is back in the game, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's getting ugly over in the band section, folks. They are fighting for position. The alumni are just mistreating the current high school students. It's really ridiculous, if you ask me. I'm not putting the camera on it because it's getting a little bit out of hand. Caton Bard for a long three, no good. Crusaders get the rebound. Caton with the steal, and I don't think she realized how close she was to the basket. She tried to pass to Kaylee and cleared Kaylee, and no good, so it's out of bounds. It'll be Crusader ball. 28-10, Crusaders, just under 3 minutes left. I still say they should have 2 drum kits going tonight. They got a brand new one today. They could have 2 drum kits. We could have a drum off. Jump ball goes to Wellington. Wellington up by 18 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the half. Close range shot, and I'll be fair. I don't think Wellington has shown really great shooting tonight, but they have not stopped on any play, and their defense has been very good. The Rockets' passing has been errant at best. So we're struggling. But part of that passing is that Wellington has a very stifling defense. They just are right on the ball. So I would say by far this is the best team that we have played so far this year easily. Fouls called. No good on the first one. Again, I don't think Wellington has shown great shooting tonight, but they have shown great defense, and they've had numerous second and third chance shots. Second one wiggles its way in there. 29-10, under 2 minutes left to go. Kaylee had a good look at the shot, and no good. Again, we'll have the boys' game here at about 7:30-ish, give or take. It will be on a separate stream, but if you stay on the Rose Hill Rockets live page, and if you subscribe, it'll let you know as soon as it goes live. Good perimeter ball movement by Wellington, and no good on the first shot. Wellington for three, and they get it. It's 32-12, Wellington. And the referee just called an offensive foul for the second time when the defensive player has not still and stepped in front. And I don't understand that call for the second time. Now I'll go back and watch the replay, and I could be wrong, but it just looks like they are not set. Wellington for three. It's good. 35-12. Michaela works her way under and gets it to Jocelyn. No good. 30 seconds left. Those of you who joined the broadcast, you're watching Rose Hill take on conceivably the top school in the state in 4A basketball. The Wellington Crusaders, they are undefeated. And they have beat pretty much every team they've played like a government mule. 37-12. Steal by the Crusaders. 5 seconds left, and she is left alone to drive, and the Rockets are lucky that that was the choice she made. She had a clear open. So at the end of one half of basketball, it is the Rockets 12, the Crusaders 37. We're going to take a 10-minute break for orange slices and Gatorade. I'm going to let you enjoy a little bit of the pep band for a minute. It is alumni night. And if you can't hear the band very well, that's why you should be here in the gym so you can celebrate with them. All right. We're going to take a break for station identification. And we'll be back in just a little bit for more Rose Hill basketball. Welcome back to Rocket Stadium. Had a little bit of an audio technical glitch we just discovered like 20 seconds ago. So don't know how much was heard and not heard by our telecast standard. Probably not much, which may have saved you the headache of having to listen to me anyway. Rockets are down 16-44 with about 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. I will say Wellington is probably well aware that Bridget likes to shoot the three because they've not giving her space at all to shoot the three tonight. Bridget trying to get a little bit of room. Steps back for the three. No good. Out of bounds on the Rockets. Timeout for Rose Hill, 32nd. And a cheer off. And let's be honest, Wellington's not trying. So score another one for the Rose Hill cheerleaders in the dreaded cheer off. Congratulations to the Rose Hill Connect 4 team, taking home first place honors at the tournament this last week at Wichita West Invitational. We placed 3 of the top spots went to the Rose Hill Rockets, so congratulations to them and their hard work in the Connect 4 tournament. I believe that's the last tournament of the year, so if you were trying to get out to watch one, that would have been your last chance, and they were not broadcasting on YouTube. So we'll see if we can get that on the Hall of Fame wall soon. Bridget dribbles, try to set up a shot, no good. Again, Wellington not getting their first or even second shots in very often. You're up 44-16. That's really not a statistic you're too worried about at this point. Three team fouls on the Crusaders so far this quarter. 1 on the Rockets. On the court for the Rockets is Josie, Taryn, Jocelyn, Brindley, and Avery. And Caton is on the floor. She worked the ball around to Jocelyn. Caton for an open 2, no good, too strong. And here come the Crusaders. Transition, good passing team, not a great shot. And it'll be Rockets ball. 44-16. And Avery's going to bring up the ball for the Rockets. Avery's pass went out of bounds. I think she was looking for motion that just was not there. Nice fast break, Avery, and I don't care who you are. You're not going to catch her, but she went too strong off the backboard. No good. Crusaders in transition. They get their bucket. Again, it's alumni band night, so if you've been in the band and you're an alumni and you still have your instrument, showing up tonight. If you don't have an instrument, just wait till one of the current band members isn't paying attention and grab theirs. And it's a band member, so there's a good chance they're not paying attention. And start playing it. Nobody's going to know the difference. Nobody will know. But I got to tell you, it's getting a little violent over the band side. The drummers are battling over who's going to play, and it appears some of them are sharpening the sticks. It's not pretty. What can best be described as a bad scene out of West Side Story. So we may have to call the SRO over for the band. Alumni versus current students. It's not pretty. Free throw. No good. Kaylee with a nice rebound. Michaela Johnson on the floor. Again, Rockets are in white, moving right to left. Crusaders are in red, moving left to right. And a team of three in black and white stripes moving all over the place. Doing a pretty good job tonight, aside from some offensive fouls that I strongly disagree with. Jocelyn tried to pass it and went right in the hands of a Crusader, and she's not able to get her basket in either. Welcome to the booth, Amber Marshall, our district librarian. How are you, Amber?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So you just got here? Here for some basketball?
We're here to watch the band, actually.
You are here for the band. I've been trying to tell people what's going on because the alumni are back tonight.
Yes, there's a
and
large group.
It's been violent over there.
Oh,
They've been fighting over instruments, sharpening up drumsticks.
My son has pink sunglasses on.
It's like West Side Story over there. It is horrible. So Landon's in the band?
Yep.
Okay. And then he graduates this year?
He graduates this year,
okay.
Senior year. Yep.
Is he excited?
I'm excited for him to graduate. Yes, he is very excited. He is ready to move on with life.
I understand that.
Yes.
So and then you've got a college student. Is she back yet? Has she gone back to school yet?
She is halfway home now. She left this morning.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, about 10 hours into her trip.
Ours go back next week.
Okay,
or
yeah.
Monday or so.
Something like that.
Yes, and our house is going to be in a national resting place this weekend for teammates, so that's okay.
Yes, I love that you guys are doing that.
We'll have Ecuador, Australia represented. It'll be fun.
We had South Africa and Guam when she was at Butler, so.
It's good times.
It's great times. I love it.
How is the library situation at the district? Do you like all the changes that have been done?
Oh, my gosh, it's been amazing.
You've got new furniture everywhere.
The furniture is glorious. My little kids are loving the couches, the new rugs we have. It's great.
Yeah.
The high school is beautiful.
High school is beautiful.
It's getting used a lot more, I think, so.
And we've got some chairs fixed at the middle school, so that's good.
Perfect. I know. Middle school, I think, should be coming next. I think they're due for some updates, so.
I think we'll get some spray paint going.
Hopefully we can get that going.
Well, at the end of three quarters, it is Rockets 16, Crusaders 50, and we have a nice library.
We've got a great library.
Thank you, Amber.
Good talk. Thanks.
Okay, time to listen to the band. I know none of you can hear it. Why aren't you playing with the band, Cian? Aren't you playing with the band?
I'm going to go sing.
Oh, Rocket Airs. So you get time off. See ya. Okay, there goes the band. We're joined here at the third quarter by one of our band leaders. How are you, Mr. Turner?
I am doing well tonight.
Yeah? Enjoying the basketball game?
Oh, yeah, good night for basketball, a great night for the alumni to come out for the band.
I got to ask you, you guys got a new drum kit today.
Yes.
Why not have two drum kits and have a dueling drum kit thing?
You know what? That is a good idea, and we might get on that.
You should go bring that over.
Okay.
I'll put Garver against some of the old farts that showed up tonight.
We have some good players that are alumni, but Garver, he's one of the best.
Well, I noticed some of them were sharpening up their drumsticks. It was like a West Side Story thing going over there. It looked like they were going to get a little violent toward each other. Are they battling for position?
Well, you know it. When the old guard comes back, they have to show the dominance of our new students.
Absolutely.
And, that's how that goes.
Okay, so band's coming up, and then middle school. Tell us about the musical that middle school is going to be putting on.
Yeah, we just started our rehearsals for Bye Bye Birdie at the middle school. We have a cast of like 70 to 80.
That's amazing.
It's going to be a huge deal. Already sounding good out of the first 2 days. We're really excited for it.
And I understand Dick Van Dyke is coming out of retirement to reprise his role.
Of course.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
He just celebrated his 100th birthday.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
He is my spirit animal.
Right.
Well, actually, no. I don't plan on being that active at 100. So, awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Anytime.
We appreciate it. Good job with the band.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Josh Turner, everybody. Josh Turner and Nate Hills do a great job with their bands. Rockets with another point. And sink their second one. And with about 6.5 minutes, come back later. I'll take care of it. Oh. Audio technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. 50-18, Rose Hill losing to the Crusaders. Crusaders, the top 4A girls team in the state. Rockets playing their heart out. But I got to tell you, the Crusaders, if you look up their schedule this year, they have mauled every team they've played. And has not been close. One team's hung with them, and that was Cheney. That was it. And Cheney is another team that is making some waves in basketball this year in 3A. Loop-de-doo, no good, but a foul by the Rockets. That's our first foul of the quarter. Okay, so I recommended to Josh Turner to bring the second drum kit over. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I want to hear and none of you at home are going to hear it because we are not mic'd all over the gym, and shame on you for not being in here anyway. It is a Tuesday night. What did you have going on, really? College basketball doesn't get interesting for another couple weeks. Football is pretty much just weekends now. Although I think the NFL is trying to figure out a way to have a game on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they may do it. Kaylee's going to go to the line, got fouled in the way of process of shooting. They're saying that is Wellington's fourth. I don't think it is. 52-20. And Kaylee makes her second one. (52-21). Rockets working the ball down. It looks like Wellington has brought in either their bench or JV, whatever they want to call them, and we're going to keep our starters in to give them some experience here. And Crusaders drive and get nothing out of it. And a common theme for the Crusaders tonight has been that they're not producing on their first shot. Now, Avery got blocked on the way in. Kaylee got the rebound and is fouled. They're saying that's 5 team fouls. Kaylee misses her first shot. Yeah, the scorers are saying the same thing as me. I don't think that's 5 team fouls. I could be wrong. Wellington bench is kind of looking it over and deciding is it worth the battle or not. Crusaders for 3, no good. Michaela Johnson comes up with it. Drives and gets a bucket. Nice pickup by Michaela. One minute left. Avery's got it, and she gets a bucket. Good job, Avery. Just about 51.3 seconds left in this game. Three by Wellington, 55-26. Michaela shoots it. Taryn gets it, tries to put it back up, sends it back out to Avery, and they're going to call her for a travel. Clock is running. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. And consolation prize for the Rockets. They actually played this game better than a lot of the other teams that have played Wellington. Doesn't make anybody else feel better. You lost 55-26, but they do have stuff they can fix. It's not unfixable. It's get rid of the turnovers and maybe a little more passing with authority, and we'll see what we can come up with. That is the end of this game. The Rockets have a lot to talk about in the locker room. Congrats to the Crusaders. And in a little bit, we will come back with a new broadcast for boys basketball. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in a little bit.